No matter how much I tried to figure out my life and even figure out the thing spirituality or attainment, no matter how much I tried to figure out who I am and what I'm here to do, what's my purpose, what's my message, no matter how much I tried to put everything under control, it would prove me over and over again that that's not it. And I fall and I can't figure anything out. And from that came a deep surrender and humbleness that I cannot, I can never figure it out. I can never. Write a note and say, this is who I am, that's it, and this is what life is, that's it. Any attempt is not it. And I'm sharing this because even in the search for truth, trying to figure out the truth is an impediment to living the truth, to being the truth. I can never figure out my heart. I can never figure out what the next moment will be. I can never figure out what's gonna happen next month, next year. I can never predict. Never ever. I see it. And once I saw it, the need and even attempt to do that, it just fell away. It just fell away. And after this heart-opening experience with Jesus I had in 2021, about 3 years ago, since then it was my mind dipping more and more into the heart, and first testing the waters that it's safe to be there, and then that I would get confirmations from life that anytime I trust my heart and follow intuition instead of the fear or the mind, it would always turn up the best. I mean, better than I could ever imagine. So life would show me the fruits of following the heart, and my mind sort of started to trust a little bit more and a little bit more. Eventually there was a realization that this is the way. I always knew that this is the way to live from the heart and from unknown, from here and now. Yeah, unknown, to make unknown a safe place, safe heaven. It is safe, beyond safe today. But the mind wouldn't trust it. It wouldn't trust it. It needs proofs. It needs, because it wants to protect you. It wants to protect itself, not you. That if it lets go, if I let go and surrender to life, that things will come out just fine and beautiful. At least not worse. But when you actually do that, surrender and let go, and you see that it's only your fears of the future and fears living in the mind that causes you pain. That causes you pain. It's not the unknown and causes you pain and death. No, unknown is like a womb of mother. It is this loving cosmic void full of potentiality and life force, pregnant and full of love, just dissolve in it. You are it. And many call it 5-dimension, whatever there is. Essential, whatever. No, it's here and now. It's here and now. It is a realization that the unknown is living. Unknown, uncaused living is living. It is life itself. And the mind and separation and figuring out is the path away from life, turning away towards death. Towards time means death. Time means future, means we're closer to grave. So to say, we assume that there is something can end, but in the heart, it's immediate, it's unknowable, no end, no beginning, timeless now, and it's not a concept. It is experience, and you know it's living forever, and you can never die. So there is never any fear. So since then, it was this, well, not so gradual. I think it was a very period of facing the mind with grace and deep in the mind after this heart opening, deep in the mind into the heart, and it would show any hidden fear that was still left in my psyche about anything in life, about anywhere where I made my place of safety, anything in the manifest world where I thought that if I have that, then I'm safe, which, an example, if I have that monthly income, I'm safe. If I have that, if I own that house, then I'm safe. If I am in that relationship, then I'm safe. Something in the world that I made not only to mean something about me or identify with it. No, that was my deep hidden sense of safety rooted in those things. Like I needed those things in order to be protected. Protected from what? From my heart, from all this bursting, loving, colorful, living life. I needed to protect myself, not I, but the mind. And I'm sharing this story because I feel it is very common. It is very common journey, and living inside out. When we share that experience of living inside out, of all those processes we went through, alchemical journeys, realizations, when we share them out, I feel that it deeply resonates and it's received, because we realize that we are not so much different from one another, that it is a common experience and process of dissolution of, well, not dissolution of the mind. It is a sinking mind into the heart. It happens as a process of, okay, mind is like tries to make deals with you. Okay, I surrender and let go here. Okay, I surrender that thing. Yes, but can I still keep this thing? And you're like, okay, you keep it, but it makes you suffer, You can keep it. But life shows you that thing you keep as an attachment to keep yourself safe holds you back from experiencing wholeness and fullness of your own power, which comes from the heart. It's not your per se, it's your with capital Y. Sorry. That mind is like holding to the little toy. This little teddy bear will make me safe. I can't let it go. And heart is like, okay, you can keep this teddy bear, okay. That teddy bear, I don't know, you need to carry it around with you. It's stinky. And I just mean, it keeps you bound. It's not freedom. And when the letting go happens naturally from an understanding that that thing holds you back, it kind of like puts strings on your wings. That house, that relationship, or that job that gives you seemingly secure income. Whatever that thing is for you, that seemingly makes you feel safe in the world. The attachment to it, when you surrender it, it comes from realization that it hurts you to keep having it. And actually, heart has something so much better for you, which is not a thing. It's just not a thing. It is the inner knowing that the safety, the heaven is here, is everywhere, life. It's just we don't need to make anything of the world, our permanent fixated source of power, love, abundance. Abundance comes from within me, from within you, from the spirit, from the life force. It is everywhere. And love, when we make it projected that thing outside is the source of abundance, then you can lose it. And then that's why you hold on to it. Not you, but the mind. So this process of, mind gradually starts to deep into these waters of the heart and trust it. Because it starts to feel, that's where all the tantrums in form of depression, anxiety, panic attacks, or some manifesting unhealthy patterns in relationship, all of those is like mind trying to rebel, but also show you that somewhere you are not truthful, somewhere you are betraying your heart or truth, somewhere there is a higher meaning, a better way, a higher way to live, to experience, to relate. Somewhere there is hidden attachment to project it outwards onto the thing which mind thinks keeps it sane and safe. And when it sees that it's not working anymore, it rebels and now I'm gonna lose that thing. So it's like, oh my God, it's gonna be death. But when it finally happens, this jump from the cliff, oh my God, there's like warm waters everywhere holding you, and it's very salty water that you don't even need to swim. It's just you float in it. Or you jump and you realize, wow, I had those wings, and actually those attachments were just strings that held my wings down, and now I can fly, now I can soar, now that's true me, that's real me, or real expression of the source that I am. That's more true expression, more real expression, where you are unbound, but in expression now. But it comes from inner freedom, inner complete surrender and dissolution in the heart. And if it's step by step, 10%, 5%, 50%, no matter how many years it takes to fully trust and make this 180-degree shift from the mind into the living from the heart, from living outside in into inside out, how many years it takes, it doesn't matter really. If you are on this path and you keep aiming into the heart and freeing yourself and restoring the mind that is natural, that is actually brilliant, that is full of ideas, that would express and serve the heart, be beautiful emanation of those energies of the true being that you are. If you're on that refining, no matter how many years it takes, it's worth it. It's worth it. Just that's your North Star, to surrender mind into the heart, and eventually realize that that's nothing to be afraid of there. It's the most nothing in the world can compare with even just a sense of being, it's like the feeling of living in the heart, of resting in the heart. It's a constant energy of love overflowing you. And it takes form of, whatever you do. So whatever you do is infused with this perfume then. Mm-hmm. 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 So there, I felt like in here, for Anna, it happened first on the mind level, or dissolution of the mind level into awareness, that non-dual space. Everything was vanished. Anna disappeared as a character. That was a big bang experience. Not an experience, realization. And that was like the awareness floating everywhere. And then I see this character running around being unhappy or not so fluid or flowing in accordance to the awareness. So, and then to what happened then, and again, it happened by itself. This Christ experience came into my life where it opened my heart. And that's where I felt this awareness that was floating around, which I am, now it sort of allowed and embraced the human, the mind, through the heart. So heart became like real space between heaven and earth, bridge, medium. The love is like a medium which reunited that which was never separate. The self was capital S and the self was small s. And from there it's like, oh, these living waters are so warm and nice. I can live in this. I can live in this love. So an awareness started to more emanate and radiate through the human too. But then it's like, oh, there's this shadow and that fear comes out. Then it's like, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you too. And come here, it's all good. Loving mother washes its dirty children. Those false beliefs, reuniting back into the heart, everything. And not the final stage, but the full shift was there. Okay, where it was complete surrender of the mind into the heart, complete surrender of a character into life, and from there came like I am that Nisargadatta Maharaj. Seeing the last bits of where there were desires, attachments, letting them go, again surrendering, and that's not what I am, that's not what I am, that's not what I am, regressing into totality, which bursted out as everything. So that's what was my process, and since then it's just there is no separation anywhere. Everything is seen as the self, as myself, and then all of it is the heart, all of it is the self, all of it is the mind. Is also it's the sense of doership of someone or some I can't find it. I can't find it. Can't find it. Even before I would like inquire, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? You know, when or what am I? What's the source of I? Anytime there's any thought would come, or when I sit in meditation, and it would be silence in response, but it would be, who am I? The I would like be ignited. I would feel a sense of body mind, like I me. Like I thought before there was an I, like who am I? And it was I turning into itself, and then it's like whoosh, dissolving. But now when I'm asking who am I, if I try to ask who am I, it's silence all over. I can't even find the I that turns onto itself now and then dissolves. It doesn't have any. It doesn't create any ripples. This question. So, and I don't know. Each moment is unknown, and I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. So life is living. That's it. Life is living. Life is lifing. Love is loving. And words don't make any sense also anymore. Different. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. So trust your heart. Trust it. It knows the way home. It knows the way home, and it is home. And so, when you live from the heart, this idea or concept of I am home, I am the self, it's not a concept anymore. It's a living experience. Mm-hmm. Looking out, you look in. Looking in, you look out. There is no separation in out. It's all heart, art, love. Yay! Yeah, it's a sunny day. Take care, my love, and love. Mm.